Hey, it's me again. Who am I? Well, if you don't know my voice right now, by now, then I'm probably concerned, so I'm not even going to tell you who I am. I could be a mystery person. Oh, well, I think you probably can infer who I am. Anyway, oh, and my name's on the screen. Awkward. So this is called a personal narrative. So remember, a narrative is a story. Could be a personal narrative, which means it's about yourself. Could be a narrative story that's about some other characters, right? It's going to be up to you as the writer to determine what kind of narrative you're going to write. So this one is a personal narrative. Something that narratives all have in common is that they all have characters and it's an event that has happened to someone, right? And there's different ways that you can structure them, but they all kind of have a similar process to them. So you might remember the story arc. We're going to take a look at a story arc, and we're going to put a story arc around, we'll include Vincent again. If Vincent would like to make an appearance today. So Vincent's, see my cursor, is going to go around, okay, come on. Around, it's supposed to make an arc. Okay, an arc. Story arc. Okay, Vincent, stop moving the cursor. I am trying to make an arc here. Okay, start. Okay, now it's gone. Now it's, oh, here we go. Oh, no, now it's gone. Arc. Arc around your head. Arc. Okay, here we go. Nope. I'm trying to make an arc. Come on. Start here. Come on. See, remember I told you from the last video my cursor was broken. Trying to start. Okay, I'm getting very mad now. Vincent, why are you doing this to me? Anyway, imagine a story arc that is going in a arc shape. Anyway, remember you start with some, just kind of you introduce the scene. You set the story. Maybe where does it take place, right? You might want to start with dialogue. So watch what I did as a reader, you guys, to kind of hook my reader in for a narrative task. Are you two together? A man asks, coming up to my friend Shalane and I. You guys, I started with a dialogue, okay? Very effective way to start a narrative writing, because right away, bam, you're in the scene already, and you're like, wait a minute. What is, like, you want to keep reading, right? Are you two together? A man asks. That's pretty interesting. You're like, what in the world's happening, right? Great way to start a narrative story. But then you want to tell, where in the world are you? Well, am I in the sky? Am I at school? Well, you guys know the story, but again, keep reading. You'll find the setting of the story or the place. Well, we are sitting in the top row at Rogers Arena in Vancouver. Bam! We know where we all are already, okay? And when I say the top row, I literally mean the top row. The highest row in the entire arena. You guys, I'm describing. Narrative writers describe the setting. They describe what the characters are feeling, what they're thinking. Look at my internal dialogue. I thought to myself, I wonder what it feels like to be so close to the stage. I realized that I wanted to be the ones closest to the stage. Maybe I meant to put the one closest to the stage. I'm internally thinking. The reader can jump inside my mind. Okay, that would be creepy, but you know what I mean. Here are some photos and some videos of the actual concert. I got my friend got a shirt. Here's some videos. I can't. Oh, there's me. Do you see the video of me on the screen? It won't let me play them, but it was me like kind of freaking out, doing like a vlog style thing. But these are all from that concert. Maybe if you remind me, I will show you guys later when I can have access to them, because my computer's being slow right now. But anyway, now just a sneak peek for this video. Continuing the narrative writing. Meanwhile, while my mouse tries to work, enjoy the pictures of the 11th row concert you see on the screen. Come on, this is very sad. No, Vincent, go away. Okay, get off of here. I don't know why you're here. Oh, there we go. Anyway, so again, with that narrative story, you want to have that kind of that sequence, right? The plot of the story, kind of the sequence of events that happen. So again, you have that rising action, you kind of set the scene, kind of introduce the characters, what's happening, and then bam, the climax of the story. You guys, the climax is that either that problem or that most exciting part. Right here is my climax. How would you like to be upgraded to the 11th row? You guys, that was like the highlight of my story. everything changed. It's that turning point. I always forget to use that word, but now I'm thinking about it. That turning point in your story. Nothing was the same until that man came and asked us that, right? So that you have to make your story interesting. You don't want to be a boring story writer. First of all, how sad you guys aren't that way anyway, but I'm just saying, make it interesting, make it funny, make it suspenseful. Add that dialogue in there. Are you serious? Yes, we would love to. I respond, follow me, the man commands. Again, add more characters. You don't want to just be by yourself. Add some characters. This man, I kind of made him sound like some creepy guy. Follow me. But I promise you, he was not creepy. He was actually very nice. And he worked for the arena, and he brought us down to the 11th row. Again, so that happened. And then you have the falling action. It's like, man, kind of goes. Hey, is my video uploaded now? Let's take a look. Yes, it is. Okay. So, just updating the video. Oh, that's sad. I'll fix it later. Anyway, so that, that falling action, still setting that dialogue up in there, kind of end your story. Don't want to leave your reader hanging off a cliff. You have to make sure you end the story somehow. That resolution. How does the problem get solved, right? So in this story, we ended up, it was a great concert. Looks like I described kind of where we were. Getting to that 11th row, right? That was great. And then the resolution, we're going to have a great time. And I ended. I knew that this was going to be one of the best nights of my life. All from the 11th row. So those other craft moves are in there, right? I talked about the 11th row in my in the beginning, right? In the middle. And I came back off from the 11th row. Kind of ended the reader kind of with a sense of closure, right? You also might notice that my writing is not a big old boring paragraph. Who wants to read a boring long paragraph? Not me. If you do, then, good for you. But for me, when I see a thing that's so long and so boring, I'm like, why would I read that? For me, I like to have a narrative writing kind of split up. But you cannot split it up randomly, right? You don't want to be like, okay, Miss Adderley says that I have to split up my writing. I might do this, like push enter. Okay, there, Miss Adderley, look, I split it up. Okay, that doesn't make sense, people. You have to kind of put it into chunks, right? Maybe do a dialogue here and there. Maybe do the setting in one paragraph. Maybe a couple other dialogue tags is what they're called. Again, you might want to do the setting or an event in one paragraph. You don't want to be like, oh man, Miss Adderley is looking at my narrative writing. That's one paragraph. Okay. Well, she's walking away. I'm gonna split it up and look, there's a period here. I'm gonna split it up. Oh, hey, Miss Adderley, look, I'm done now. No, I know what you're doing. No. So make sure you have to read through it and see what makes sense to you as the reader. Okay. So again, that story arc, that narrative writing, add dialogue, do the setting, make it interesting, end your story. Beautiful. Bam. Solve that problem. So that's all for today. Be awesome and get on that story writing.